Welcome back to the 601G podcast. I'm Jason, aka JB the Rooster.
What's up, Big Red Bradley, Josh?
Yo, Footsies, aka Joe.
Hi, and I'm Sarah, aka Sarah Beer.
And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the origins of 601G and how we've gotten to where we're at today.
Story time!
All right, so to start off with, Mississippi Gamer Society, aka 601G, was established on January 6th, 2017, when the original Facebook group was created. It was formed by me and my brother Josh. We originally just intended to bring together all the gamers in our local area. Being from where we're at, we almost established East Central Mississippi Gamer Society. But, the name's already long enough as is, so thank goodness we decided to expand our reach to the entire state. And by the way, we use 601G as the shortened form of our name, not MGS, MSGS, or anything like that. In case if anybody's ever wondered, that was honestly just a decision I made to avoid confusion with similar abbreviations such as Metal Gear Solid.
And
So,
y'all are
Josh,
welcome
would you
to-
mind? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and everybody's welcome to use 601G as a clan tag, gaming tag, all of that. It's our brand. If you remember, brand it.
Right, if you are a Mississippi gamer, then represent. You play Call of Duty, slap the clan tag on. You play anything that allows a clan tag or a guild tag or anything like that, represent it. We appreciate that. So, Josh, would you mind explaining to everyone what the original intentions were with the group? What was our purpose for creating the Facebook group?
Oh, man. The OG Facebook group days was just memes, news, and story time. It was always just golden. But it's just us and our friends sharing mainly memes and news, and it just kept growing from there, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. We had some pretty simple ambitions. Just wanted to give everybody in our local area a kind of just a spot to share all this stuff with about games and to find new friends to group up with, as well as find new games recommended by those friends. Like when we founded, I think I was in college at this time, and so it was kind of an idea for me that, well, I don't necessarily know everybody at the college, but I'm friends with this guy who's friends with this other guy who's friends with this other guy. If they just keep adding each other, then we'll all get to know each other and we'll just make new friends. So it's just a way to grow a community, and eventually it did exactly that.
How many members we got now?
The Facebook group has just shy of 3,000 members now. It's like 2,960 something. So we're very close. Or no, it's I think I got that backwards. I think it's 2,690 something. Still, it's far larger than you and I ever expected, I would say.
That's an overstatement. Understatement. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that it's definitely gotten to be something much bigger than we ever planned. So, Sarah, Joe, I know you two weren't part of the team when it was originally established, but you've been here for a long time and have been a huge part in the evolution of this group. Our vision for the groups virtually remained the same for the first few years and didn't really start evolving until after you guys had already joined us. Can y'all perhaps touch on how things have changed? What has evolved over the past few years?
It was a lot that honestly changed. Like from when I first joined in to now, I would say I think initially when I joined in, I was coming in with around 400, 300 people was within the group at the time. Like it was still small, but I already saw the rapid growth because I think within the first couple of months of me being there, we shot up like 600, 700. Like we easily hit 1,000. But just the overall atmosphere changed because initially, like Josh said, when I first came in, it was just it was memes, news, things like that. We were just all one big family. We still are, but it was just it was more laid back, I guess you could say, because we were still fresh and I was still trying to get to know everyone, and I was awkward. I still am, but it is what it is. So it's I don't know. I guess the whole atmosphere and just the environment has just changed. It's changed for the better though.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's like the original vision is still there, but it's just grown a lot.
It's like the vision for the overall group is more defined now because at first, yeah, things were together and we saw the definite path that was needing to be taken. But now, at this point, now here in the future, we see how big things have gone and what we're trying to accomplish, what we're trying to go for, and still striving for to this day. But it's just everything's more defined and just it's better. There's no other way for me to honestly put it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's better in every way, and like you said, it's more defined. Like a lot of the path that we went down, like a lot of the things that we're doing now and are wanting to do and planning to do, we just never really imagined before because we just didn't think that it would ever be this big. And now that it is this big, we have a clearer picture of what we want to do with this group and the kind of things that we're able to do with a group this large.
Yeah, talking about how things that we never imagined we could do, kind of reminded me a little bit of our first Comic-Con where we really saw the growth of the group come in. That was a nice little surprise brought onto us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Do we need to explain exactly how that came to be?
Hey, it's part of the origin, man. I mean,
It is.
601G is 601G now because of that first Comic-Con.
It is a big part of our origin because we really blew up after that first Comic-Con. Yeah, so we talked about the idea of going to Comic-Con and kind of decided, well, none of us have ever even been to Mississippi Comic-Con. So we were thinking, well, maybe let's just meet up at Comic-Con and get a feel for the convention, just kind of see how things are there, and then maybe the next year we'll try to get a booth. And then somebody, I sure hope we find out who one day, but somebody decided to go rogue and said, you know what? A community booth doesn't cost us anything other than, preparations for like banners and stuff, but it's free to get a booth. So why don't we just apply for one? And so that certain individual, who shall not be named, just went ahead and applied for the booth without letting the rest of the team know until after the fact. And
it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, the rest was history. We got our shit together and made our first Comic-Con work, and it worked so well. It blew us up. The group grew so much more after that point, and we had a wonderful experience. We've been to Comic-Con every year since then. This 2023 was our third year?
Yes.
And it's part of, I guess you could say it's part of 601G's blood. Comic-Con is just a very big part of what makes 601G 601G.
And, the biggest part of the Comic-Con origin came up because of little Miss Sarah. Sarah always was pushing us to be more community engaging when she came on with us.
That's true, because the rest of us don't have I guess you could say our people skills aren't quite as refined as hers.
I don't like people.
Yeah. But if I had to be honest, I'm pretty much in that boat. I don't like people.
I think most of us gamers could all agree that we just don't like people, really.
Yeah, we're as gamers, we're generally introverted, antisocial, just not the most sociable people, not peoply people. But Sarah has much better people skills than us and has real life experience with community management. So she pushed us for a lot of that and still does.
Like, okay, I'm gonna like hide behind my microphone now. Y'all are embarrassing me. Stop. That's enough. Um, I love the group. I joined the group because honestly, it was my third gaming group in Mississippi to join, and I was like, if this one doesn't work, I'm done. Because as a girl gamer, it is hard out there, y'all. So I joined two different groups before and left. I think within the day that I joined them, they were smaller groups. So I'm not going to call names. Most of them don't even exist anymore, but they weren't right for me. And so I joined this one, and I had just like, I wanted community, I wanted friends, I wanted people to geek out with, I guess. And then I was like, if this one doesn't work, that's it. I'm just gonna crawl back in my little hole. But it was great. You guys were awesome. And from the first moment, it was just like I had known y'all from forever. We got along great. And having that great community made me want to see it succeed. Like it made me want to see it grow. It made me feel nice to be a part of it. So I wanted other people to feel that way. And then like I don't even remember how it came about, but one day I get like a message from I think it was Jason, I'm not sure. One of y'all was like, "Hey, we thought about getting you to be a moderator for the group." And I was like, "Oh, I've been chosen." I was like the little aliens from Toy Story, the claw. Like that's literally how I felt. I felt like I was like chosen all of a sudden by, this great and mighty hand. But and then it wasn't I was a mod for the first Comic-Con, and that was so fun, and getting to meet everybody in person, and that sense of community and friendship just grew from there. And now, I mean, y'all really are family to me. You're stuck with me for the rest of your life, whether you like it or not. And I love seeing it grow, and just it still motivates me, like to this day. Like anytime somebody adds on Facebook, Discord, anything like that, I get just as excited as when I was joining, and I want everybody to feel that community and stuff. And so I have my introverted moments. I have my let me hide under my blanket and turn off the lights for a while, but then after I get recharged, I think I might have to calm myself down at times. Don't be too chipper with the newbies. You don't want to scare them off. But it's great. You guys are amazing, and I think the group it's all about balance, and I love it. I'm just really happy to be here. I think I tell y'all that all the time. I'm just happy to be here, but I really am. I'm just happy to be a part of it. I think it's great. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think your story of how you became a part of the team after, just joining, just looking for community, and then you became such a huge part of the community that we were like, we need her on the team. It's just a really cool story, and just goes to show, like, this is why we want you guys to be active. Like, it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody else that, if they had put in the heart, the passion for our group that you did, then they could have been noticed and became one of the admins. But, you did, and you were the perfect pick. So,
Oh.
no offense to everybody else, but if you had to have competed with Sarah, good luck.
But hey, as we grow, you never know. So
Yeah,
you
mean,
gotta share,
There's
post.
always
exactly. As we continue to grow and we try to do more things and take more onto our plate, there will be room for more people on our team, whether it's a moderator, a tournament organizer, or whatever else we might need. Somebody to help with social media management, whatever we might need for our team. We're going to pick from the community. We're going to pick the people who we see love and care about this community, just like we did with Sarah, just like we did with Joe.
I heard you say something about a tournament.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Funny. You mentioned that. Kind of, it's a big factor in why we brought Joe on board.
Oh no.
Because that's one thing that me and Josh never anticipated. We never planned for. We threw together, a handful of tournaments, like at this place near where Josh lives, in basically out in the woods. Like it was,
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's in the woods.
it's in Little Rock, Mississippi, which most of you, even in Mississippi, have probably never heard of. So it's in the boonies, but we threw a couple small tournaments there with friends, like literally just our local area. And we had no idea what we were doing. But then we got a taste for that and we were like, man, this could be something. And so we found a guy who actually knew that scene, somebody who actually knows competitive gaming. And that's Joe. He is our esports guy. He is our competitive gaming guy. And I honestly don't think we could have found a better pick for that position.
No, Joe's the man.
It's not just the knowledge that he has, but it's the passion too. Just like with Sarah. Joe loves the community. Like Joe loves the 601G community and the fighting game community, as well as just competitive gaming community as a whole. That much is plain to see if you ever meet the guy.
I'm the meanest person you'll ever meet.
That's true. So true.
Especially if you play him in any card game, you'll definitely understand how mean he can be.
Oh
Yes. Yes. That's for sure.
that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's crazy, to look back on the tournaments that me and Josh did before we had Joe. It was such a different thing. Like it was very, I guess you could say it was very grassroots, and I mean, hell, what we're doing now, you would even still say is very grassroots, but
Without a doubt.
at least we know what we're doing now. Me and Josh, we didn't know rule sets or nothing, man. Like
Man,
we
we
didn't
had a
know.
720p projector on the wall, on a white sheet on the wall in my house one night for tournaments.
Yep. Hey, that's how you get started. That's how it gets started. It's grassroots, man. But Battle for the Bracket, our tournament series, would not exist without Joe. Me and Josh would have never gotten it to the level that it is.
That's a lie.
Nah, that's dead truth. We would not. We had no clue what we were doing. We wouldn't have
We
known
still don't.
how to. We still look to you. I was gonna say, when it comes to Battle for the Bracket, Joe, you are the man. We look to you. We just help you however we can.
Well, if I can say this, just being real, I'm hard headed, and Sarah can attest to this because I got fussed at for it later. But I'm
We know.
Yes, I do a lot and know a lot regarding competitive games, esports, stuff like that. And it's like my intentions in the back of my head, I always say that I want to be able to pass this along and teach those around me the ins and outs and what you're supposed to do, what you can do, what's not to do, things like that. But when it actually gets down to it and it's crunch time and it's actually time for an event, I'm trying to solo everything. And it's
Mhm.
a bad habit.
Oh yeah.
And it's like
I
I'll sit later after the event and I'm like, dang, I'm tired. Like I wish I had help, but I can't fault anybody but myself because I always put myself in these types of situations.
Yeah, I completely understand it because I'm the same way. I hate to delegate anything.
Yeah,
When it's crunch time, I just want to do it myself. So I get
yeah,
it.
I can't help it.
But it's funny though, because like you said, like you want to show others how to do this and teach others, and you are really good at that. You actually like are really good at coaching people. It's just when it comes to crunch time, You want to make sure that it gets done quick and gets done right. And so you just take it all on yourself.
Yeah. Stop that though.
Yeah. We'll get better eventually, maybe.
Hey, the last
But
tournament went off pretty good,
It
even with
did.
the
It went really
technical
well.
difficulties.
it was wonderful. Outside of the internet, it was wonderful.
Yeah, poor stream.
Yeah.
To let everybody know what went on with the past stream for this recent tournament, we were having internet issues, and so the actual VOD for the event, it didn't completely record all the way through because the internet was going in and out, and so it cut the VOD. I want to say 30 minutes into the stream, and it never
Hmm.
picked back up to actually recap or continue recording the VOD because we recently made the switch to YouTube instead of streaming on Twitch now. And YouTube's just more convenient for us because that's where all our content is, like are at this point. And so whenever we're trying to record our tournaments, streaming straight to YouTube, it automatically saves that video and upload it directly to your channel. So you don't have to worry about downloading, re-uploading, editing, doing all this. It's cut and dry straight to YouTube channel. But
Right.
we had issues with that, and we'll get it fixed for the next one.
Yeah.
Well, Jason,
Yes.
you know, another thing that we never thought back in the origin days was having a game development studio that has unfortunately lied dormant. But not to talk on the naysay, tell us about the one game that the studio has made.
Yeah, I definitely never expected to do that. You know, so 601G Studios is our in-house game dev studio for anyone who doesn't know about that, which I wouldn't blame you for not knowing because as Josh said, it's lied dormant for quite some time. For a year or so now, we haven't really done anything with it. And that's mostly on me because 601G Studios was kind of my baby. The one game that we did develop was me. Like I developed the game as I was learning game development, and it was kind of just the test run. And I mean, as far as like, did I make money with it? No, it was not financially successful. But was it a success in my eyes? Yes. I think it was successful because I learned a lot, had fun doing it, and successfully put a game on the iOS and Google Play Store and had a lot of friends and family play it and give me positive feedback on it. So whether I made money off of it or not, I don't really care because it was fun. It was really cool to have something like that that I could say I worked hard on and people appreciated. Like it was just really cool. And so for anyone who maybe isn't familiar, the game is called Cluck and Run. It's still out there on the App Store, on the Google Play Store. You can go check it out. I would love for you to check it out. It's I haven't updated it. Like I said, 601G Studios has been dormant for about a year or so, so I haven't updated anything in the game in a long time, but it is what it is. Feel free to check it out, and if you enjoy it, let us know. Maybe there's a chance that I'll actually get off my ass and start working on something else.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. But, with us ADHD gamers, you never know what we're going to get into. I'm bad about picking up new habits, new hobbies, and then dropping them after the hyperfocus leaves me. So maybe I don't make another game. I would like to. I have ideas for other games. It's just finding the time, finding the motivation to actually put in the work. Having a day
But
job and a family definitely makes it harder.
Being an adult gamer is a responsibility burden.
Right. As far as 601G Studios goes, though, there is one other idea, which I'm not gonna share too much on because I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. But there is one other idea that I have for a game that I would really, really like to do. And maybe in the next year or so I can actually do something with that idea. Because everyone I've talked to about this particular idea has told me that it's a great idea, that it's hilarious, they would love to see it. So maybe.
It
We'll
would
see.
it would be near and dear to my heart if you made it.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of work on it in the past month or two, but just a little bit. So hope is alive.
Well, while you're discussing a project of yours that you want off the ground, I need to take some of my own medicine and get one of my projects off the ground and actually do something with that series that I had created instead of just leaving it dormant. But
Yeah, that's also true.
Me as well.
Yeah, it's tough being creatives and then seeing your ideas just fall flat because you don't put in the effort to actually make it happen. We all have we've all been guilty of it, and I know from personal experience that it's a very heavy burden to have these ideas that you're passionate about and just sit on the idea and be like, man, I should really do something with that.
we call it a dream.
Yep. But hey, that's the whole point of this episode is 601G was a dream that, in my opinion, has blown up and been a major success and continues to be a major success. So I still hold out hope for these other dreams.
I do too.
So with all that, I guess that kind of brings us to the present day of 601G of Mississippi Gamer Society. As of right now, we're focused pretty heavily on nurturing Battle for the Bracket and want to get some more online events going and more content creation, such as this podcast and streaming our Battle for the Bracket tournaments. As well as, some other ideas here and there that we'd like to dabble in. But any of you three have any big dreams for the future of the group that you'd like to share with the listeners, or are we keeping our secrets?
I think me personally, I would possibly want to keep one of my bigger ones a secret from the public at the moment. But one of them would be, of course, just expanding the competitive space throughout Mississippi to where we're a household name and everyone has a home to where they can come, hang out, compete, just be themselves while still being able to represent 601G as a whole.
Yeah, I can get behind that for sure. I would love to see the competitive scene in Mississippi, specifically for the fighting games, but for whatever else we can get going either. Yeah, I'd love to see that grow as it has been doing, but I'd love to see it continue to grow and just see everybody come together and help build this community that we're working so hard to build. And there are people who are working hard just like us. Like, we're not the only ones. We've got friends who come to the Battle for the Bracket tournaments that come out and support us, and they're trying to do stuff too, and we appreciate it.
We've even got active members who, just by communicating with us, showing that sense of community, just continues to give us the drive. We recognize each and every one of you that interacts and participates whatsoever in this group on Facebook and on Discord. Discord is a tighter sense of community than the Facebook is nowadays, with it being just, I don't know, a lot of people love to disconnect from Facebook. I know personally I do, but it's like our own personal little area.
Yeah. There's just something about the way the format of Discord, it feels much more community driven, much tighter knit. It feels more personal. So anybody, God forbid, if anybody's listening to this podcast and isn't a member of the Discord, join the Discord. Get active. It's like Josh said, you guys being active and chatting with us in the Discord server and stuff, that's what motivates us to continue doing all the things we do. We wouldn't do this podcast if we didn't have you guys supporting us. We wouldn't continue pushing and breaking our backs to make Battle for the Bracket exist if we didn't think somebody was going to come out and support us. So every bit of support you guys show us is noticed and appreciated way more than you could ever understand.
We love y'all.
Best friends forever.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Joe though. There's bigger things that I see on the horizon, but I feel it's best to hold those bigger things close to the chest and not reveal too much because you never want to reveal everything, especially if there's a chance that something isn't going to happen or that it's not going to happen as soon as you might want it to happen. Just like with the 601G Studios with the game development, I don't really want to talk about the game ideas I have publicly because somebody might really like the idea and be like, man, I wish you'd put that game out tomorrow. And it's like, well, now I feel the pressure to live up to your expectations, and that's a lot. So,
You got to let it stew
right.
before it's time to eat.
Gotta let that thing marinate.
That's right.
Can't take it out the oven before it's done. What about you, Sarah? Got anything?
I just like to see it grow, continue to grow. Maybe some of our lurkers stop being so shy. I don't know. I'm excited to see where we go from here. Community nights getting bigger and people being more active. Not that I don't
More
enjoy
community
having,
nights.
yeah, more community nights, more hangouts. Like we want to do more stuff like that. And we want to hear from you guys what the community wants. I mean, that's what we are,
Yeah.
is we're a gaming community. So we want to know what the community of gamers would like to do. And we can do community nights. We have voice chats, and you guys don't have to wait for us to get in for you to get in a voice chat. Just gonna let you know. You
But
can do those things on Discord without having somebody else on there. But we also want to hang out with you guys. So yeah, I think that's what I want for the future, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most, is just getting more involvement and getting people more comfortable with us. We're not too scary. I may be a little overwhelming, but I'll either grow on you or drive you crazy. But yeah, that's my goal for the future, is just community involvement. I just want to see lots and lots of involvement.
yeah, I can definitely agree with all that. I definitely just want to see this community thriving. Like, if I'm just sitting here gaming one night and I see, oh wow, there's 5 people in voice chat, and like none of them are the admins or whatever. It's just community members just hopped in voice chat and decided to do some gaming together like that. There's no reason you guys can't do that. You totally can. The voice chats are there for everybody. You don't have to wait for us to initiate a community night. You are the community. You can make it happen yourself. We want to make things happen, but you don't have to wait for us. Get on there and make some friends. I know it's scary.
And if it seems like we're being pushy, it's because we are.
That's right. We're pushing you. Do it. But I mean, really, that is the point of Mississippi Gamer Society. Is it is a community. So let's all just come together and have some fun. We all
Just keep
enjoy the
doing
same
what
things,
we've done.
right? We all enjoy the same thing, gaming, and a lot of us there's a lot of crossover between interests. Like, if you join the Discord, you'll see it's not all just gaming here either. It's gaming,
Oh,
anime, movies,
look-
TV, music,
I look
memes.
forward to the supper conversations.
Yeah. I mean, you guys like to eat, right? Get in the Discord. General chat turns into food talk quite often.
Oops.
No oops, Sarah. We enjoy the food talks. You, Caleb, and Cheyenne, you guys always got mouths watering over here in general chat.
And for family-friendly, appropriate reasons.
Yes. So anything else we need to discuss on the origins of the group? I think we pretty much covered it.
I think we summed it up pretty well. You know,
I think we did a wonderful job. Probably the best job anyone could do.
the best ever.
I mean, realistically, who could do a better job of summing up our group than us? We're the best.
I'm a
Like
potato.
no one ever was.
Pooh Brain Horse.
Poo brain
Pooh
horse.
brain horse.
Oh, what's our time looking like? Should we wrap it up, guys?
No, we still got to talk about our normal stuff.
Yeah, so what have you guys been up to? What's everybody been playing lately? Josh, what about you? Don't you say Skyrim.
Man, okay, I have not played Skyrim since the last podcast recording. Thank you
I
very
didn't think
much.
so. I didn't
I
think
have
so. but-
resisted because I have become addicted to Pokemon trading card game, both physical and online. I'm deep in Pokemon right now. But yeah, that's where all my time has gone is Pokemon trading card game, and I am playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, getting ready for Spider-Man 2, so I'm enjoying that on the PS5. But I can't sit down and play it much because I'm spending too much time on Pokemon in the lab, building new decks and trying to figure out what kits work and all that. Man, there's some levels to that stuff.
Like crack.
It is. Golly,
Mhm.
that's my boy.
Is that it for you, Josh? Anything else you've been playing?
Nope.
I'm not even surprised. That's not true. You played a little bit of Pokemon Unite. I know this because I've played it with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Unite. See, I told you, man. Like Joe said, Pokemon trading card is like crack. You can't even remember what else you've been doing.
Right. Can't be forgetting Unite, man.
No, Unite's good.
Yeah, that's what I've been up to mostly is Pokemon TCG, Pokemon Unite, and I just updated Elder Scrolls Online, so I'm about
we
to start
getting
playing
on
it again. Oh yeah. I'm getting back on Elder Scrolls Online. I would love for you guys to join me.
I shall
You know I'm
join.
down.
I
Sweet.
gotta re-upload it, but I'll be on it.
What do you own it on, Joe?
What do you mean?
Like Steam or what?
Oh, on Steam.
Okay. I own it on the original launcher, like the standalone launcher.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I could get you the files if you needed.
I'm pretty sure it'll still work.
I can get them to you if you don't get it downloaded by the time I see you.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a probably try and play that tomorrow because I've been excited to get back on it since I got that downloaded. We've got some folks here in the Discord server been talking about it and wanting to get on there with us. So yeah, I'm gonna get on that. I'm gonna keep playing some Pokemon TCG. Josh and Joe have got me addicted to that as well. I haven't been playing online as much as they have, but definitely been doing a lot of deck building in person and online. Yeah, and I need to be playing Unite more for sure.
Yes.
Yes. Definitely need to be playing that more. That game is ridiculously fun. And I cannot wait for my boy Blaziken to get in there. Anything else I've been playing? I don't think so. I need to be playing Breath of the Wild so I can finish it, but I haven't touched it in like 2 weeks. So,
Shame.
or shame. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Sarah, what about you?
I've been playing through the Humble Bundle that I bought thanks to somebody posting it.
Ooh.
When I didn't need to spend money, but it was the best $13 I ever did spend.
Ooh.
Um, I have beaten 2 of the games. I have made serious progress in 2 other of the games, so that's been fun. The little, what is it? Like, I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one where you fix stuff. Assembled with Care. Was not prepared, okay, for that game. Warning to anyone who's playing it, have tissues ready. Sarah Bear was not prepared. I cried my eyes out. I
Uh-oh.
sent a selfie to our wives, all of our wives, that I share with you guys. And I was like, did not expect to cry tonight. So that one, very sad. But the other ones they're really fun. I beat that one. I beat I don't even poo brain. Can't remember the other one that I beat. But I finished one of the little games. Oh, Witchy Life Story. It was a really quick playthrough, but really fun. I'm working my way through Lemon Cake and Cat Cafe Manager, which is the one I was telling you guys about, that the cats have human voices. Very
Yeah.
strange. 10 out of 10 recommend anybody looks up, even if you don't buy the game, you have to look up the voices of the cats on Cat Cafe Manager. It terrified me, but also made my night. So but yeah, that's what I've been doing. Those are pretty much been consuming my time. So yeah.
Nice. Glad I could help out.
It was you.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't me, I swear. Just like the first Comic-Con, I had nothing to do with that. Oh, change subject. Joe, what are you playing?
I don't play video games. I'm sorry.
You don't play games?
Nah, I don't play games.
No, he plays for real.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because he's so serious.
He plays games with our heart.
Oh my goodness. Mainly what I've been playing is just like everybody else been saying, Pokemon TCG, Pokemon Unite. I went back to play Xenoblade DLC. Finally, been neglecting
Nice.
it, but finally went through and played that, and finished it, cried a little bit, yelled a little bit, did a little bit of all that. But mainly Pokemon, couple RPGs. I think that's about it. Nothing really. Oh, and of course fighting games, but that's nothing new.
Have you played Power Rangers lately?
Yeah.
Me too.
Of course, with Project L back in the news, you'd be on Power Rangers.
Got to, bro.
It's the only way we can prepare.
That or Skullgirls. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, Skullgirls is almost identical as well. But that
yeah,
and Power Rangers, I'm a Power Rangers fan, so I'm stick with that one.
Skullgirls is a lot of fun, though.
Oh
I
yeah.
might play some Skullgirls if I ain't done that in a while.
I ain't done that in a while either. I might have to break it out soon.
What about them fighting hurt?
Yo,
Man, don't you bring up them ponies.
we be
Hey,
stomping.
where we going?
That's a good one, too.
But yeah, that's mainly all I've been playing though. Just card games.
Yeah. Them card games, though. I
They like
downloaded.
crack.
I re-downloaded Legends of Runeterra on my phone.
Oh man, I don't need to do that.
I know I didn't need to download it either. I haven't even booted it up yet, but I downloaded it. Maybe I'll get smart and delete it before I boot it up.
Yeah.
I really should not start playing another card game, but man, Runeterra was a lot of fun.
Do not make the same mistake that I made. I play Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, and Magic.
You playing Magic now?
Yes. I mean,
Oh
I've
my!
always played Magic, but I've gotten back into it because one of my friends here wanted to play Magic, and I told him I'll dig up my cards and put something together and play with them.
You and them cards, man.
Yeah, it's a mistake. It's an expensive cardboard.
Right.
That's why I'm trying to just stick to Pokemon.
Yeah. I had some Pokemon cards come in the mail today.
That do sound like a good idea.
Got me some barrels in the mail.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. Needed some more Bibarel.
Why you evolving the god?
Oh Lord,
Bidoof.
don't take Lord Bidoof's name in vain. I'm just saying. It's like I told you the other day, Josh. That's the whole reason Industrious Incisors Bibarel exists, is because Pokemon was so sick of the community worshipping Bidoof.
But
Pokemon
he
Company,
deserves it.
like the community's just like, Bidoof is our Lord and Savior. We will never evolve him, and the Pokemon Company was like, oh, you'll never evolve him, really? Are you sure
Draw
about
5
that?
cards.
Draw 5 cards, motherfucker. I bet you'll evolve him now. It's the only reason anyone ever evolves Bidoof. All right, end of the episode. Great, grand, wonderful. Get out of here. All right. Well, we sure appreciate you guys taking time to listen to our podcast. Hopefully, some of you actually made it all the way to the end, and we appreciate you the most. So that is us out of here.
Later.